is going to be in Empties. I believe this is the fourth? Okay, it's the fourth Empties that I've done here on my channel, and I'm just gonna randomly start pulling things out and hopefully speed through this quickly. This is one of my favorite bubble baths. This is by the brand Village Naturals, and it is their milk bath with shea butter, lavender, and chamomile. Foaming bath with milk protein. This stuff is super cheap, and it's super duper bubbly, and it smells absolutely fantastic. They have a couple of different scents, I believe, and this was featured in a favorites video a couple of months ago, so if you want to hear more about it, you can go check out that video. I went through a lot of this stuff. I don't even know if this is everything. These are the Mario Bedescu facial sprays. My favorite one is the cucumber one, but a couple of these are the rose water version. I use this as basically just like a skin refresher, under makeup, over makeup. I use it as a toner in my skincare routine. And I'm actually completely out of this. I don't even have any backups. I have an Ulta order on the way. You can get this stuff at Ulta and it's super duper affordable. Went through a bunch of body washes. This is the Caress Fine Fragrance Daily Silk for noticeably silky soft skin with white peach and orange blossom. And this is the Soft Soap Luminous Oils with macadamia oil and peony. These are both fine. I'm very not picky when it comes to body washes. I usually just go for whatever's cheapest. I went through two of my favorite dry shampoos. It's the Batise Instant Hair Refresh Dry Shampoo. These are both the Floral and Flirty Blush. It's not my favorite scent, but I like it better than just the plain original. This is the best dry shampoo I've ever used. It completely sucks all of the oils out of my hair, and it adds a lot of nice volume to my hair on, day 2, 3 hair when it starts to look really flat, really greasy. This stuff is a lifesaver. Oh, there's another body wash. This is the Aveeno Positively Nourishing Hydrating Body Wash. I liked this one a lot too. I tend to like the Aveeno ones, but I'm just always switching up my body washes. Oh, here's another cucumber water from Mario Bedescu. And then some deodorants. I don't really recommend this one. It's the Secret Invisible Solid Bora Fresh Orchid, whatever. I prefer this one. It's the Sure 48 Confidence Antiperspirant and Deodorant. This is the Fresh and Cool version. This is my favorite deodorant I think I've ever used. I have a different scent in my bedroom right now that I prefer over this one, but I think it's like a new scent. It's like some orange, and it smells fantastic, and it keeps my BO at bay all day long. Oh, here's another Batise dry shampoo that I went through. This is the Clean and Classic Original. Like I said, I think I prefer the floral one, but this one isn't bad either. If this is all that was in stock, I would still buy it. So I mentioned this bad boy in a recent vlog, and if you don't watch my vlogs, I have to catch you guys up because this Pond's Dry Skin Cream Rich Hydrating Facial Moisturizer was in a favorites video of mine not too long ago. And long story short, I recently decided to take a look at the ingredients, which I probably should have done before I bought it, before I recommended it. And the second ingredient in this stuff is mineral oil, which is known to clog your pores. I'm not a skin expert, so don't take my word for it, do your own research, but all the research that I have done shows me that I shouldn't exactly trust that ingredient anymore. I do have acne prone skin, which is somewhat oily. It gets oily throughout the day, but I am on acne medication, which dries the crap out of my skin. So my skin is in a very imperative stage right now, and I don't trust mineral oil. I don't think I noticed any clogging of my pores when I was using this, but I just don't trust that ingredient anymore, and I don't want to do anything to my skin to make it worse because I finally feel like I'm kind of making progress and making it better, and I don't want to backtrack. I went through the oil-free eye makeup remover by Neutrogena. I do really love this stuff. I would repurchase it, but I recently found my new all-time favorite makeup remover ever of all time. So stay tuned for that in my favorites video if you want to know what that is. It's bomb. I went through 3 different setting sprays: the Wet n Wild Photo Focus, the NYX Dewy Finish, and the Colourpop Aquamarine Crystal Setting Spray. I went through these two really stinking fast. I really enjoyed this Colourpop one, but like I said, I went through it way too fast. It smells really good. The mister isn't really all that fine. I think the mister would be better for like a priming spray, which they do have, but I don't know why I feel like it's a little bit expensive. It's 1.86 fluid ounces, which is smaller than which is smaller than the NYX one, but it's bigger than the Wet n Wild one, so it's kind of right in the middle, but it's $6, and like I said, I went through it way too fast. This is one of those add-on products that I would add to my cart if I needed to add $6 more to get the free shipping. This is what I would go for. Probably one of the priming sprays though. The Wet n Wild one is fine. I would repurchase this time and time again. It's good, it works, it sets my makeup, and it's super cheap. And I did enjoy the NYX one, but again, I went through this really fast. And I felt that it didn't make my makeup dewy for any length of time. Like, it looks dewy when I spray it, and then once it dries, I feel like the dew goes away, which is true of any setting spray, so it's like... I went through this candle that apparently I wanted to tell you guys about. It's the Our Own Candle Company Wine and Roses. This is like one of my favorite candles of all time. But it's kind of an acquired scent. I can definitely see a lot of people not liking this, but I love the smell of wine and I love the smell of roses, so. This is the perfect bathroom candle. I love lighting this when I take baths. And it's super inexpensive. You can get this on Amazon. So yes, I would repurchase. A couple of nasty sponges I gotta throw away, man, gross. I went through the Clean and Clear Persa Gel 10% benzoyl peroxide acne medication, maximum strength. I do recommend this, but I would talk to a doctor or dermatologist, esthetician before getting this, but this is one of the things that I think made a difference in my skin. I've been dealing with cystic acne for over 2 years now, and nothing has worked completely, nothing's completely taken it away, but I do recommend this, but you have to be very careful with this, especially if you have sensitive skin. I would never put this on my face now, because of how sensitive my skin is because of my medication, but I would just use it as a spot treatment, and I do feel like it made a difference. I would recommend it, and I would repurchase it, but I don't need to because I'm on medication now. Here are some of the foundations that I went through. This is the Manic Panic Dreamtone Flawless Foundation and Color Corrector. It's just a white foundation mixer. Maybelline Fit Me, Matte and Poreless, and the L'Oreal Pro Glow. I'm not all the way done with this, but it's in the shade 203 Nude Beige, which is way too dark for me. I got this when I was out tanning, and I'm just not gonna get any use out of this, so I'm gonna pass this along. I do love the Maybelline Fit Me. I don't think it wears all that well throughout the day, but I do love the finish initially. As far as the foundation mixer goes, I don't know if I would repurchase this one. I don't know if it was just my little pump, but it was extremely hard to get products out of the bottle. I would end up just taking the whole pump off and sticking like a Q-tip down there. I think next time I need a white foundation mixer, I'm gonna try the LA Girl one. I've heard really good things about that. It's a little bit more accessible, it's a little bit cheaper, so I think I'm gonna try that one next. I went through a lip scrub. This is the Beauty For Real Lip Revival. I really, really like this. I got this in a BoxyCharm. Unfortunately, I would not repurchase it because I can't bring myself to spend like $12 or whatever it is on a lip scrub that I could make with coconut oil and sugar. But this did work really well. It's very fall-y because there's some cinnamon in it. I do love this, but I won't repurchase it. Almost done, almost done. I went through a primer. This was the Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer. I love this primer, but I don't really love the packaging. It is sort of like a squeezy tube, but it's a squeezy tube that has a pump. And the pump doesn't come off, so when I couldn't get any more out of the pump, I sliced it open and just stuck a Q-tip down there. I'm getting my money's worth, girlfriend. I love this primer. I would repurchase it, but I've heard that it's similar to a primer by Glossier. I can't think of what it's called, but I want to try that one next. It is a little bit cheaper for the amount of product that you get, so I think I'm gonna try that one out. And if I don't like it, I'll probably just go back to this Too Faced one because I love it. It smells like coconut. I went through a nail polish. I don't think the bottle's necessarily empty, but when my poor nail tech was trying to do my nails, she was like, girlfriend, this is like goopy and hard. I can't do it no more. It's the Sally Hansen Insta Dry Nail Color in the shade Espresso, not Espresso, Espresso. Drives me nuts. This is one of my favorite nail polishes of all time. I would repurchase it, and I already did. And the Insta Dry nail polishes by Sally Hansen are super cheap. I think they're like $2, something like that. Oh girl, did I go through the IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation Illumination in the shade Light. This took me not even a year to get through. My mom gave me this when she was here visiting last Christmas, and she was already using it. She was just sitting here doing her makeup at my house, and I swatched it, and I was like, oh, I need that. I want it. And she was like, take it. I have backups at home. So she passed it on to me and I used the absolute bejesus out of it. I love this powder. This is the fullest coverage powder I've ever seen in my life. I like to use it to just add a little bit of extra coverage to my foundation. It is relatively expensive, but I love that you can get this brand at Ulta because they're always having awesome sales. Your points, your coupons, they also sell this brand on QVC, which is another great way to save money. And last but not least, my baby. I went through the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I do still have a little bit left, but I bought my backup earlier than I needed to, so my backup was just sitting there, taunting me, waiting to be used. So this is my firstborn, this is my secondborn. These are both in the shade Bronzer. I think I want to try the light bronzer shade just so I can like go ham with it. I do feel like sometimes I have to use sort of a light hand with this shade because it can pull a little bit orange on me, but I just saw on the Physicians Formula Instagram that they are expanding the shade range of butter. So that's everything for this video. That's everything that I went through in the last couple of months. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss any future videos of mine, and I will see you guys next time. I need some food, man. My teeth look so yellow.